accused of murder shares his side of the story.
I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know how to address it without ending up here.
George Bone spoke exclusively to 8 News Now from the Clark County Detention Center, days after he was arrested, accused of strangling his roommate Beverly Ma and living with her body in a closet for 2 months.
Like, oh, you should have just called the cops right away anyway. And it's like, yeah, it's for you to say when you're not going to be the first suspect. My actions were illogical. I'm telling you, that they weren't, and why I was being illogical.
As first reported by our 8 News Now investigators, a Las Vegas man accused of strangling a woman and then living with her corpse for 2 months speaks exclusively with 8 News Now tonight. Good evening. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Denise Valdez. 31-year-old George Bone taken into custody on Wednesday after her body was discovered at a home in the Southwest Valley. Police believe she died sometime in the month of May. 8 News Now reporter Sasha Loftus spoke with Bone directly, and she joins us now live just outside the Clark County Detention Center with this story you'll only see on 8 News Now.
Denise, George Bone is still behind bars behind me here at the Clark County Detention Center tonight. Now, he went into detail just a few hours ago, telling me exactly how he says everything happened from his perspective. A man accused of murder shares his side of the story.
I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know how to address it without ending up here.
George Bone spoke exclusively to 8 News Now from the Clark County Detention Center, days after he was arrested, accused of strangling his roommate Beverly Ma and living with her body in a closet for 2 months.
Like, oh, you should have just called the cops right away anyway. And it's like, yeah, it's for you to say when you're not going to be the first suspect.
But the 31-year-old says the two were in an intimate relationship and that he didn't murder Ma. Bone claims he found her already dead and was afraid to report it because of his criminal history and status as a sex offender in Nevada.
This is where my mind was at. This is why I made so many bad decisions, and I'm not justifying them. I'm just telling you what happened, and why it happened.
Documents also list Bone as being afraid Ma would, quote, come back from the dead. When I asked him about this, he told me he wasn't thinking straight.
It was just me being, simultaneous of superstitious and just distraught, you know what I mean? Just that, watching too many horror movies and ghost stories growing up.
Through the conversation, Bone maintained his innocence.
It's like I, of course, see the perspective, like, yeah, it looks suspicious.
While speaking on what he referred to as his true feelings.
We were friends, we fell in love, and we wanted to try to make things work.
Now, in 2012, Bone was arrested on charges of sexual assault and lewdness with a child under 14. He does face a murder charge and another charge for failing to register as a sex offender at his most recent address. Denise.
So, Sasha, do we know if at some point there might be a mental evaluation for him?
Denise, at this point, it's still very early in the process, so unknown on that. But we do know he is due back in court here this coming Tuesday on August 4th, and he is being held again without bail here at the Clark County Detention Center tonight. Reporting live, Sasha Loftus.
Man, we back with another crazy story out of Las Vegas, Nevada, about this guy killing his roommate. Now, his roommate and him was high school friends. And his roommate, she moved in. Now, his roommate moved in last summer. He claimed they went from friends to a relationship. So from that point on, everything was cool. But prior, he already was a convicted sex offender already. Previous to this, he had already did jail time for the crime already and got out. So now he done put himself in another situation where him and his roommate allegedly was dating. She called 911 and the phone dropped and went silent. They ain't heard from her since. So with the family went over to visit, and they noticed that it was cold in there. But they initially went because the AC bill was high. They was trying to figure out why it was so high. He had it on 60. Now he said he done put it on 60 to keep the flies away. So like I said, the family going through trying to figure out what happened to their daughter after she had missed 84 missed calls during this time. So they trying to figure out what's going on. And then also the light bill was outstanding. So they was trying to figure out what's going on. They ain't heard from their daughter. You still here staying. And then allegedly after he killed her, he had used a bank card. He had used like 170 different transactions. That's how you know this was intentional. Then the family said he was nonchalant about, oh, I'll show it to you if you want to. She committed suicide. That's what he initially said. He told the family members that when they came over to see what was going on, and he told the police the same thing. And he was scared because of his color and his previous charges. That's why he didn't say nothing. Like I said, we're in our last days. You can't even trust a longtime friend that you went to high school with to be roommates. Then you end up dead. And he started using all your financial stuff and started using everything you got as a game. But this is no mistake. He said it was a mistake. She committed suicide. She hurt herself. That's what he said. But like I said, this another crazy, senseless crime that don't make no sense and shows that a criminal that got a past history like he do, you can't be justified. He can't come back. He did this murder. He did this crime. He was nonchalant after the murder. And then, allegedly, his roommate been dead for 3 months. Police said they suspect she died in May. So he been knowing what was going on. But he continued to try to hide it. It makes you look more suspicious when you saying you was scared and you ain't know what else to do, but you telling them the truth. She was found inside the closet with a belt wrapped around her throat. She had been strangled to death. She ain't gonna strangle her damn self. Come on now, man. A lot of people just be talking and don't understand what they saying. When you about to get convicted of the murder, it's all pointing to you. It was you and her. And we got 911 calls to back the whole situation up. But like I said, this another crazy, senseless crime. And it shows again, we're in our last days. Even your high school longtime friend can't be trusted. She probably didn't even know he had a past like he had. But at the end of the day, you know, someone still lost their life. But we want to send prayers to the family for this unjustified crime. And y'all let me know what y'all think about this crazy story. We out.